by transcription.
Bristol Myers, makers of Mom, the safer deodorant, and Vitalis for well-groomed hair, bring you Duffy's Tavern with our guest tonight, Chester Morris, and starring Archie himself, Ed Gardner.
Hello, Duffy's Tavern. Where do you eat meat to eat? Archie the manager speaking. Duffy ain't here. Oh, hello, Duffy. Yep. Yeah, that's right. Another crime wave on in the neighborhood. And a bad one. You know, they held up Grogan's bar across the street last night. Well, newspapers said they got $100, but Grogan told me 200, and he told the insurance company 300. So I figure it must have been about $10. Huh? Well, I understand the leader of this crime ring is a real murderer, a guy called Whistling Sam. Yeah, the guy specializes in holding up saloons. How come? I don't know. Maybe he just hates television. Well, don't worry, Duffy. He comes in here. Don't forget he's got me to deal with. Okay, I'll call you back. Whistling Sam. Clever crook like that, I'd like to pit me wits against him.
Only trouble is you ain't got a wit to pit.
Eddie, you forget that you are addressing an honor graduate of the Eagle Eye School of Crime Detection.
That correspondence course?
Yeah, too bad I didn't go on with it, you know. The world lost a great detective when I became a bartender.
Yeah. But on the other hand, look at the brighter side. It gained a bum bartender. You a great detective.
Okay, Doubtful Thomas. Would you like to see a demonstration of me remarkable powers of deduction?
Yeah. Let's see that, should we?
All right. Well, as my first deducement, I deduct that you just come out of the kitchen.
Amazing. How'd you deduct this deduce?
Well, A, your right thumb is still wet from being in the soup. B, you got a cobweb on your left ear. And C, the left leg of your trousers has obviously been nibbled by mice.
And D, you just seen me walk out of the kitchen.
A useless bit of information if I ever heard it. Bring on now, Whistling Sam.
Good evening, Archie, me boy.
Good evening, Officer Clancy. Hey, Clancy, is there any reward for the capture of this Whistling Sam?
Yes, $500.
$500, huh? You know, Clancy, I took that detective course.
Oh, that thing.
What do you mean, that thing? I'll have you know it was a pretty stiff course. It took a 75% average to graduate.
What was your average?
38.
Then how come you passed?
Well, I was especially good at lesson number 3.
What was that?
Bribery. So somehow or other the teacher passed me. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'd like to tangle up with that Whistling Sam, all right?
Hey, Officer Clancy.
Oh, yes, Miss Duffy.
I wish you could do something about this crime wave. A girl isn't safe on the street anymore.
What are you doing? Complaining or hoping?
Wonder why they call this guy Whistling Sam?
Quite simple, Eddie. It's short for Whistling Samuel.
Well, the way I heard it, he always whistles while he works. Some tune called Coming Through the...
Right?
Thank you. I'd make it a double.
Which again?
Well, thanks for the drink. Good night, Harry.
Good night, Eddie. Hey, did you hear that? $500 reward.
Yeah, if you live to collect. But don't forget. Don't forget this Whistling Sam is a
This
killer.
Whistling Sam is a willer. Yeah, he's a willer. worth taking a chance. Don't forget, I've faced death many times before, and I can face it again.
Lord.
Oh, hello, Finnegan.
Did I hear you say you're looking for a crook?
Yeah.
Why did you lose him?
I didn't lose him. I'm trying to find him.
What does he look like?
Well, he's got a dark complexion and beady eyes, and a lopsided mouth, and a low forehead.
Oh, ain't it a shame?
What?
A good-looking guy like that turning crooked. Hey, wait a minute. I wonder if that's the guy that just held me up on the way down here.
You mean you were stuck up?
Oh, I'm never stuck up. As I was saying, this guy sticks a gun in me rib, Chief, and he says, "Your money or your life." So I reach in me pocket for me money. He thinks I'm grabbing me gun, and suddenly he turns a flashlight in me face.
Then what happened?
He screamed and ran away.
Are you sure you're telling the truth?
Finally.
Well, which way did he go? It was probably whistling sand.
Well, maybe it was. No, it couldn't be.
Why not?
I just remembered this guy had a high forehead.
How could anybody with a high forehead hold up a jerk like you?
Hey, Arch, is it true that Whistling Sam is still on the loose?
Yep, he is, Joe. Did you see anything of him?
Wait. Does he have a low forehead, beady eyes?
Yeah.
A broken nose, a lopsided mouth, a dry, unruly hair?
That's the guy.
Oh, Arch, isn't it a shame?
What?
A good-looking guy like that with dry, unruly hair. I should have told him about Vitalis.
I should have kept me big mouth shut.
I'm only kidding, Arch. But the fact still remains that anybody with dry, unruly hair should use Vitalis, particularly if you're troubled with hair that's been dried out by sun, wind, and water. Why, no other hair preparation can give your scalp and hair better protection than Vitalis and the 60-second workout. For the Vitalis formula contains two of the same ingredients that many skin specialists prescribe for dry, flaky scalps, plus all the other extras that make your hair more handsome, more healthy looking. So try the Vitalis 60-second workout. Let it prevent scalp and hair dryness, rout flaky dandruff, and give you the best-looking, healthiest-looking head of hair you ever had. You'll look your best tomorrow if you get a bottle of Vitalis today.
Now, let's see here. If I'm going after this guy, I'll need a gun and some handcuffs. Eddie, what happened to them handcuffs I had around here?
I'm using them in the kitchen.
Handcuffs in the kitchen?
Sure. You know that chef didn't stay there because he liked the place.
Archie, a customer just came in.
Oh, Eddie, take care of the guy. I'll be in the back room. I want to see if I still got me Hawkshaw's cap and me Basil Rathbone pipe.
Hey, you gonna wear a disguise, Arch?
Yeah?
Can I wear one?
Do they spray perfume on perfume? He's gonna wear a mask. Well, I'll be in the back room, Eddie. See you later.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Would you care for a drink?
No, thanks. I'm hungry.
Oh. Then would you care for a bite of our free lunch?
No, thanks. I'm sober.
Hey, wait a minute. Aren't you Chester Morris?
That's right.
I'm Miss Duffy.
Well, I guess I'm not as sober as I thought I was.
Well, Chester Morris. Imagine us meeting in the flesh. You know, Mr. Morris, I've liked you in pictures for longer than you'd care to remember.
Thank you, Miss
Miss Duffy, I'm president of the Tyrone Power Fan Club.
The Tyrone Power Fan Club, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's a relief.
thank you. Incidentally, Mr. Morris, I know how you picture stars hate to be bothered by people.
Yes.
So, would you like a little privacy?
Yes, I'd appreciate it.
Okay, let's you and me go over in the corner and sit in the booth. Oh, that darn phone. Men all the time. Hello? Miss Duffy speaking. Who's this? Guest? Well, let's see. Is it Harry? Is it George? Herman? Oh! It's my girlfriend, Katrinka Yarbot. Hello, Katrinka. Hey, guess what movie star is standing right next to me? Well, wait, I'll put him on the phone. Go ahead, Mr. Morris. Say something to her.
Hello, Miss Yarbutz. This is Cary Grant.
Well, what did you tell her that for?
Let her live.
Hello, Katrinka. Huh? You're going to take a cab and come right over to meet him?
Yeah, give me that phone. Now, hello, Katrinka. Listen, save your money. It's only Chester Morris.
That's telling her. Hello, Katrinka. What? Can we get him to join us tonight? Well, just a second. Mr. Morris, do you shoot pool?
Yes.
Do you neck?
No.
Hello, Katrinka. No dice. Yeah, well, I'll see you later. Well, Mr. Morris, I'm afraid I must leave now, so I guess it's a goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Duffy. And if you ever come out to Hollywood...
Yes?
Let me know in advance.
Well, thanks. I'll do that. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Well, Eddie, I found my magnifying glass, but I can't see... Oh, hello, Bud.
How are you?
Wait a minute. Your face looks kind of familiar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you ain't the drunk I threw out last week, are you?
Miss Archer, don't you recognize this gentleman?
Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, I think I do. The beady eyes. The dark complexion.
Now, look, Bud.
Archie's the name. Archie the detective.
Well, look, Archie the detective, do you mind if I use this phone?
I'm sorry. This phone is reserved for Stop the Music. You can use that phone in the booth over there.
Thanks.
Eddie, quick, get them handcuffs right away.
Mr. Archer, you don't think that's Whistling Sam?
Did you see them beady eyes?
His eyes ain't beady.
Oh, no? If he had a couple of more of them, you could string them. The guy ain't got a low forehead. But it probably is just a trick to put me off the trail. Eddie, it looks like I'm going to get that $500.
Hey, Bud, come here a minute, will you?
Oh, he wants to talk to me. Eddie, while I'm walking over to the phone booth, keep me covered. Bud, did you say you wanted to talk to me?
Yeah, I'm out of nickels here. Have you got a slug?
Sorry, at Duffy's Tavern, we don't use slugs. However, I might let you use our house nickel with the string on it. Just stay in the booth there, and I'll be right back with it.
Okay. Oh, hello, operator. I'll have the nickel for you in a minute. Hello, George. Are you still on? Well, look, I've been thinking about my new Boston Blackie picture. Now, if we shot the bank robbery scene first...
Okay, Bud, here's your nickel.
Oh, thanks. Hello, George? Did you hear that? Yeah, we'll start with the bank robbery.
The bank robbery?
Yes, George, I'm looking forward to this one. Yes, sir. I think we'll murder him.
Murder? Little does he reckon with Archie the detective.
And this time, George, a regular schedule. Now, every morning at 8 o'clock, we start shooting.
Every morning. They don't even take Sundays off.
What? Well, now, look, George, if we don't get the results we want, remember, there's always the cutting room.
Them butchers. They don't even stop at arson. Eddie, quick, call up the FBI. Get J. Herbert Hoover.
But, Mr. Archie. Mr. Archie?
Look, did you notice how he dialed the phone with his right hand?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This means that he is not left-handed.
Oh. What does that prove?
I don't know, but it might be a clue. Wait a minute. Here he comes. Tell me, did you have a nice phone call?
Huh? Oh, sure. Wonderful phone call. I just had to get a few people straightened up.
Straighten up?
Yeah, you know how it is.
Oh, of course. of course. Tell me, do you enjoy your work?
Well, why shouldn't I? It's good, clean fun.
What a goo.
And it's good money, too.
Good money, huh?
Oh, yes. You should hear what they offered me to do my stuff on television.
Tell what won't they put on television next? You ever been on television before?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Under what name?
Boston Blackie.
Boston Blackie.
That's right.
Excuse me a minute. Eddie, I was right. It's Whistling Sam.
Boston Blackie is William Sam?
Don't you get it, Eddie? Boston is in Massachusetts, right?
Right.
The abbreviation of Massachusetts is Mass.
So what?
It's obvious. Mass is Sam spelled backwards.
Now, just a minute. The word mass has two S's in it.
What do you care how Sam spells his name? Now, we gotta act quick. Now, you hold him here while I go get Clancy the cop.
Yeah, you hold him while I get Clancy to the cop.
Finnegan, go get Clancy. Go get Clancy the cop.
Gotcha, Arch. I'll get Clancy the cop.
Well, gentlemen, it's been nice meeting you all, but I'm afraid I'll have to run along.
Wait a minute. You can't go yet.
Why not?
Well, you gotta stick around. I got some ideas for you for that bank robbery.
Well, okay, but give it to me fast.
Be right with you. Eddie, I'll stall him, and you lock the door.
Lock the door?
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be easy.
Why?
It just fell off the hinges.
Well, bolt the family entrance, then. Throw a dragon around the place. Whistling Sam must pay his debts to society.
This is something personal. It's something that both men and women should be aware of. Your own freshness and charm. Trust Mum for that. M-U-M. Mum. For Mum is the underarm deodorant with a unique cream formula that protects freshness all day, all evening. Protects you from ever knowing that left-out feeling. Mum smooths on in the jiffy. It's gentle. It's safer. Mum is safer for skin, for clothes, and, most important, for your charm. So remember, after every bath and before every date, smooth on Mum. Your bath washes away the past, but Mum safeguards the future. Personal daintiness can play a most important role in your future, in business as well as in romance. Don't neglect it. If you want to be sure you're nice to be near, depend on Mum. M-U-M. Mum.
Finnegan, did you find Clancy the cop?
Yeah, he's coming right down.
Good.
Now, look, Mr. Archie, I've been trying to tell you for half an hour. You got the wrong guy.
Oh, yeah? Well, we'll soon find out. Finnegan, I want you to help me grill the guy.
Oh, boy, a barbecue.
Don't get so excited. I realize that you're a gourmet, but what I meant was we got to give the guy the third degree.
Oh.
Hey, you, Sam.
Sam.
I beg your pardon. Boston Blackie.
My name is Chester Morris.
He's changed it again. Look, whoever you are, I think our little farce has gone far enough. In other words, Sam, we know you're Sam.
Now, look, I'm trying to tell you, I'm Chester Morris. I'm a movie actor.
A movie actor. With that face?
Oh, what a phony alibi.
Yeah. Hey, wait a minute. Here comes Clancy the cop now. Well, Officer Clancy, here he is. Whistling Sam.
Now, look, you dehydrated Dick Tracy. How would you like a punch in the nose?
Now, just a minute. Archie, you sure you got the right man here?
Am I sure? My dear Flatfoot. Are you questioning Archie, the great detective?
Well, has he whistled?
Why?
Well, you know Whistling Sam's trademark. He always whistles coming through the rye.
Okay, we'll ferret that right now. Sam, do you know how to whistle?
Sure.
Let me hear your whistle coming through the rye. There you are, Clancy. The case of Whistling Sam is closed.
Come along, you.
Yeah, but, officer.
Come along.
Take your hands off me. I'll go for you. You don't have to do
Oh, amazing, Arch.
Elementary, my dear Finnegan.
How did you ever figure it out?
Well, sir, it was quite similar to the case of the missing earlobe of Countess Frelinghuysen. I'll never forget that foggy night.
Miss Archer,
What?
that man coming in, I don't like his look.
You don't like it? Eddie, do you have to distrust everybody? Well, as I was saying, it was a foggy night, and the, Eddie, what's the name of the song that guy is whistling?
It ain't Margie. Let me out of here.
Wait a minute. Don't get excited. We just sent Whistling Sam to jail, Eddie.
Oh, you sent Whistling Sam to jail, eh?
Yeah, that's why it was such a funny coincidence, you know. Right after the cops take him out, you come in whistling his song.
That's very funny.
Yeah, ain't it? Yeah, by the way, I see you got a violin case with you. You looking for a job?
In a way.
What kind of a fiddle you got in the case there? A Stradivarius?
Yeah. A Winchester.
Very fine instrument. Well, I'm sorry there's no jobs open at the moment, Bud, but maybe you'd like a little drink, huh?
Yeah, thanks. I'll take a glass of milk.
Milk. Eddie, I wonder if this guy's name is Poison. Milk. Well, although, Bud, you know, sometimes I think maybe we should all drink milk. You know, we might live a little longer.
You might. You know, like the guy once said, art is long and time is fleeting, and our hearts, though stout and brave, still like muffled drums are beaten, funeral marches to the grave.
Gee, that's pretty. Who wrote it, Nick Kenny?
No,
Anonymous?
no, Longfellow.
Him I never heard of. By the way, do you mind if I put the radio on? You know, I just captured a criminal, and I'm expecting him to mention me name over the air.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, Eddie, turn the radio on, see if they've reported the capture yet, huh?
Okay. That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, a special warning to all residents of 3rd Avenue. Whistling Sam is still at large. Whistling Sam, so called because he is always whistling Coming Through the Rye, was last seen carrying a violin case in his right hand, which incidentally is minus the middle finger. An interesting sidelight on this desperate criminal is the fact that he never drinks anything stronger than milk and is particularly fond of quoting Longfellow.
Eddie, shall we stroll outside and see if the calla lilies is in bloom?
Hey, friend, before you go, where's the milk?
You sure you don't like coffee?
No.
No. But you do like Longfellow.
Yeah.
What you doing now?
Praying for a coincidence. You know, stranger, that fella they was describing on the radio, he sounds a little bit like you.
Yeah?
Yeah. Of course, they said the middle finger on his right hand was missing.
You mean this one?
Calla lilies, yeah, I'll come.
Now, stay where you are, you two punks. Look, I don't like to keep secrets from you. This is a stuff. Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Whistling Sam. And you?
Permit me, I am Archie, the great detective.
And you?
Eddie Green, friend of the underworld.
Well, let's get it over with, boys. You, what do you get in your pocket?
Nothing but lint.
How about you?
Me, I got $2.
Well, hand it over.
Okay, here you are. Oh, wait just a minute. Eddie, here's that buck I owe you.
All right, look, I'll take that buck. Well, gents, thanks for the donation. I'll drop in and see you boys again sometime.
See here, Archie, I want to talk to you.
Look, Clancy.
No arguing.
No, but Clancy, that crook leaving the tavern, it's Whistling Sam.
Look, how many times do you think you can fool me?
Look, I'm trying to tell you
A
something.
minute ago, you told me this guy was Whistling Sam. He turns out to be Chester Morris, the movie star.
Now, wait a minute, officer. Let me look at this man.
Who, me?
Yeah. The criminal type.
Huh?
Just a minute. Let me hear you whistle Coming Through the Rye.
Okay.
Officer Clancy, isn't that the tune Whistling Sam always whistles?
Why, sure, but...
And notice the beady eyes. The low forehead. The lopsided mouth.
By golly, I've known him for years and I never noticed it. Archie, you're under arrest.
Now, look, Clancy, you
Now, lock
can't...
him up, officer. Boston Blackie has done it again.
Mister, we're sure of it. If you'll just try Benex Brushless Shave Cream for a few days, we're sure you'll use Benex for life.
Yes, Benex. B-E-N-E-X. Gives you the best shaves you've ever had. For Benex gives you 3 big extras.
First, Benex Brushless gives extra easy shave, thanks to a special beard softening formula.
Second, Benex Brushless is extra smooth, lighter. So different it rinses off your razor instantly.
Third, Benex Brushless gives you extra comfort. A special after-shaving action leaves your face feeling wonderful.
Just try Benex. See for yourself. That's Benex, B-E-N-E-X. Benex Brushless Shave at your nearest drug counter. Get Benex tomorrow.
It's time now to leave Duffy's Tavern for this evening, but let's meet here again at the same time next Wednesday. Duffy's Tavern is brought to you by Mum, the safer deodorant, and Vitalis for well-groomed hair. Each Wednesday, Bristol Myers brings you Duffy's Tavern and Mr. District Attorney, which follows immediately over most of these stations.
The preceding was transcribed. This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.